Hello, good morning to everyone. Welcome to another week. Today's assembly is all about Children's Mental Health Week. It's ever more important, isn't it? Thinking about our own mental health. So in today's assembly, we'll consider ways for you to help yourself to look after your own mental health. Look at ways that we're supporting you at Countesthorpe Academy to help you with your mental health. I'm going to tell you about the change timetable, and also, of course, we've got our remote learner of the week. So Children's Mental Health Week this year asks you to find a way to express yourself. Now, that piece of music that I hope you heard right at the beginning of today's assembly was actually Mrs. Russell. So Mrs. Russell has taken some time during the various lockdowns to practice her piano skills. And as you can hear, that's pretty good. So can you think about ways that you can express yourself, whether this is through some mindful colouring, through practicing or learning how to do origami, or in playing a musical instrument, or indeed keeping yourself active. So can you think about ways that you can express your own, express yourself? So thinking about well-being, 5 ways here that I've thought about to help you think about your own well-being. And the first is to connect. Well, sometimes that can be really challenging, can't it? You know, you're at home, however, the little symbol there of where you are connected. So, OK, we can't see each other. However, there are lots and lots of different ways that we can connect. And I'll talk to you about some of those as we go through today's assembly. So being active is so important. Our sixth form students are embarking on a challenge during February for a sponsored walk. So how could you become more active? I'm certainly hoping that our sixth form students get out there and take a walk or challenge themselves to a jog or a run. So be curious as another way. So if something happens in your lessons today and you think I'd really like to know more about that, then perhaps even contact your teacher and ask them for some more information about it. But keep learning. Keep learning is one of the key ways for you to connect. You're connecting with your teacher there. More and more staff are using breakout rooms, so it's another opportunity for you to connect with people that you perhaps don't do that with on a social basis, but at school we would be putting you into those groups. So think about how you can use your learning to connect. And finally, to give. So to give something back. Now that might be, and I hear superb stories about students who have been litter picking with their families. I hear fantastic ideas from people about how they have said thank you, your parents and yourselves. We did some parent and student voice, and so much of that was saying thank you. So that means ever such a lot to your staff here. Think about how you can give back to others. So just to recap on things that you already know, these are ways that we are already helping to support your mental health and well-being. We're celebrating your achievements. At the end of today's assembly, I'll be sharing with you the remote learners of the week. So that's one way that we celebrate your achievements. There is also beautiful work at clcc.college as an email address that you can send your work to. There's check-ins with your tutors on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Of course, these assemblies. There's PDP on a Thursday that helps you consider all different things, including how to look after yourself. Almost all of our lessons are live lessons. We're trying to keep things as normal as possible and keep you in a routine. At school, we've got mental health first aiders and heads of year who are still here. We are all here to support you. And we're sharing resources through our brand new Wellbeing community team. More about that in just a moment. In year 11, there's plenty of support for you with your sixth form applications from myself and other support from Mr. Holmes for those of you who aren't coming into sixth form. Talking about your sixth form, they have created for you a whole map of resources. The resources are in your new teams area, in your wellbeing community team, and I'll tell you more about that as I say. I'll also get that sent out to you by email, but this is a whole load of ideas for each day, today being Mindful Monday. So during your extended break or lunchtimes today, maybe that is something that you could have a look at. Amy O in year 11 has created an amazing spoken essay around the issues surrounding social media. So that is something that I would love for you to have a look at, and that link is through that document that I've mentioned. Trying some mindful activities, and of course, as I've mentioned, saying thanks to somebody on Thank You Thursday. I keep talking about this wellbeing community team. Well, this is brand new for Key Stages 3 and 4. Sixth form already have their stronger minds. But Lainey, our wellbeing coach, is going to start putting resources in there each week. And I've put her email on the screen. But of course, remember that we have got safe@clcc.college as a place for you to record any concerns at all. We're also planning a session for parents because we know that it is a challenging time. So we're going to be offering advice and guidance about coping with this difficult time, and some information will be emailed out today. So look out for your wellbeing postcard. I'm sure that you already have this. Hopefully it is pinned to your fridge somewhere where it is available for you to have a look at. There's some really important messages on there, some ways that you can get some support. That safe@clcc.college email address is on there, our reception number reminding you to email your tutor, and then some other external sources of where you can get some support. But do remember that we are here for you. School is not closed. We are here for you. Please ask for help. So recently I did some parent feedback and some student feedback too, and in that, one of the key things that you said was, can we have a little bit less screen time? So in a way to help you from that is we have identified that each day now, whether you are in year 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 12 or 13, everyone will have the same timetable. This will help us in a whole range of ways. And one of those ways is that we've also made sure that lessons are 50 minutes. This is something that you guys asked for, and we have been able to make that change almost immediately. So as you can see, there is a 10-minute gap in between each lesson. Plus your break times are slightly extended. Please take this time to not jump straight onto your Xbox, but go and read a book, go and do an activity. There's even time there for a careful short walk to get yourself out and to keep yourself nice and busy. So that is your new timetable. That starts in a few minutes time at 9 o'clock. Period 2 will be the time that looks a little different for you. Right, I am sure that you have all been waiting for this slide. So this slide is the value points, how you have shown that you are being the best that you can be, your weekly nominations from your staff. So we had an amazing 399 students nominated. That's more than last week. So you are doing brilliantly out there. Well done. Year 9 had the most nominations. Now in Mr. Gartside's assembly last week, Year 9 had the most nominations there too. So come on, the rest of you. Let's make your teachers proud. Let's see how you can wow your staff. Okay, so if we were in assembly, you'd be giving me a drum roll at this point. So if you're sitting at a table, let's start that drum roll, please. So here we go. with the Best That You Can Be weekly nominations. These are the people who have won the random prize draw for £10 voucher. Okay, and there they are. So Jack in year 7, Joel in year 8, Kyla in year 9, Piper in year 10, Freya in year 11, Jessica in year 12 and Amy in year 13. That is fantastic. Well done, everybody. We will be in touch with your voucher. So that draws to a close today's assembly. I just want to share with you some of the key messages that I have spoken about. So you have a new wellbeing community team on Teams, so look out for resources on there. I have reminded you that you've got a postcard that tells you where you can get support from, and Safe at CLCC is an email address that you can use. Your tutor is available to help. Your heads of year are here too, and Lainey, the wellbeing tutor, can also support you. Your sixth form team have created some wellbeing activities. They are already in the wellbeing community team. And when you do something fantastic this week, why not share that through beautiful work at clcc.college? And a final reminder before I finish with a little bit more of Mrs. Russell's amazing piano playing is that your new timetable starts today. I'll make sure that that timetable is sent out to you straight after this assembly as you start period 1. So a little more now, and you can sign off whenever you choose to, but here is the last bit of Mrs. Russell's piano playing.